What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the Game Week 22 team selection stream. Hope you're all doing well. I need to kind of fix my rank now that I've realized. Because the last time I did this was when I was traveling. So my rank has changed since then. However, we did get a red arrow and not a green arrow. So we need to fix that as well. There we go. That fixes all of that. I need to really figure out why in the world these notifications are coming from. Like, where are these pings coming from? I really don't know. Seriously wish I knew where these pings are coming from. Like every time it keeps coming, like on the podcast, it kept coming as well, but I have no idea where these pings are coming from. However, I should add for this stream, for the first time we're doing this, and it's an experiment, we'll see how it goes. We are also streaming this live via YouTube Shorts as well. Um, and for those of you who end up seeing this on the YouTube Shorts, it won't make really much sense because it's for some reason it just captures the middle of the stream and not the camera or anything. So I think I'm gonna have to eventually figure out a way. Uh, I guess in the future, but the whole point of this is to try and get people into the chat, into the stream. So I think I'll just keep doing YouTube Shorts as well, and we'll see how it goes in terms of like exposure to the channel. But yeah, so yeah, this is kind of where we are in terms of points. 52 from last week. Slight red arrow, unfortunately, but in terms of the team for this week, I have Matheus Cunha, and I'd like to replace him. Ideally, this is what we discussed on the podcast as well. Ideally, I would like to replace Cunha with who? Question marks on who exactly is probably worth getting in. That's the only thing. Do you guys have any options? Like, obviously, Morgan Rogers is on the thumbnail. There is also Bruno Jimenez, who we kind of spoke about, who played again this. Where is this noise coming from? Ah, Andy, how are you doing? Maybe it's a chat noise that's coming up. I need to figure out how to, because it goes to the front end as well. Like it goes to the stream if I have my desktop audio coming through, and that doesn't really help anyone as well. I need to figure out why. Maybe something from OBS or something that kind of, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Hopefully, I'll be able to find an answer for that. But yeah, chat pings. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's chat pings potentially. That's coming through. It came through the podcast as well yesterday, so I need to figure out a fix for why that keeps happening. But yeah, this is kind of how the team is looking like. I need to figure out a midfielder. Ideally, I will try and get a midfielder in for Cunha this week. And then I'm thinking maybe I bench Guehi for that midfielder. Question is which midfielder? Bruno Jimenez obviously played in the game against City. He got subbed off at around the 80 something minute mark from the looks of it. Yeah, 87th minute mark. So maybe he's an option, but Newcastle's fixtures do get a bit more like if you see the away runner fixtures, it doesn't look that great. Um, Wilson might drop off. We have who is back? Who is Asin? I need to get the chat over here maybe so that I can see the chat a bit more better. And I need to figure out why these chat pings keep coming. Uh, did OBS Streamlabs? Ah, new stream elements maybe. Hold on, I'm just gonna try and see if I can fix this. Chatbox widget, stream chat settings. Where is this alert coming from? Dream elements. Chatbox. I'm trying to find this chat settings and I honestly can't find it. Oh well. Roll with your team, Ryan says Andy. Probably, I think that's probably what I might end up doing. But I don't like the fixture of Cunha this week against City. I mean, I don't mind going and getting Rogers as well. Like either Morgan Rogers or um, what is it? Bruno Jimenez. The thing with Chelsea is trying to figure out who the exact Chelsea player is the problem. So if I was to get, let's say if I can find Lego Mane's hop on, hop off, this one, here we go. Aha, it is chat pings. I need to figure out why these chat pings are coming. Role makes sense, especially with Chelsea fixtures turning from 24. Um, yeah, true. I have 2 free transfers. I do have 2 free transfers. That's the thing. So it's not 1 free transfer. I do have 2 free. Question is, do I play a back four or do I start Cunha? I don't mind playing a back four as well. Wait for the game to see what Chelsea do. I wouldn't go near Palmer at the moment after a new manager commits. That might be the buy. But I don't want to really sell my front three at the moment as well, right? Like Ekitike is now back and fit, so I don't really want to sell him. Palmer, probably, yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's Enzo. But is it Enzo? Kind of had to wait and see with Chelsea. We'll see how they play against Arsenal first and then decide. So the other midfielders, I mean, Declan Rice, honestly, I don't mind going and getting Declan Rice as well. Forest, United, Leeds, from an attacking point of view, it's not too bad. Or I go and get like a Morgan Rogers. Can I do Morgan Rogers? So let's say if I did Morgan Rogers, I'm just wondering whether it gives me extra cash to do other moves. So I'll have 1.1, for which I could remove O'Reilly and get in Timber. Like I could do something like this. Getting Morgan Rogers and go and get Timber. That's also a possibility. Can sell Ekitike and 24 to get money for Bruno. True. That is also a potential move that I could think about. Because then Man City, Sunderland, those are not some easy fixtures. But then again, after that it gets easy. Like Forest, West Ham, Wolves. Look at that Tottenham. I mean, you look at Liverpool's fixtures overall, it just looks pretty good. Saka to Rice would free up some cash. That is true. Maybe that is the move as well. Saka to Rice instead. That will allow me to get Bruno Fernandes in 24. Hossam, welcome. Great team, bro. Please rank my wildcard team if possible. Sure. You can send me a screenshot or you can just type your wildcard team and we can have a look at it. Timber not yet if you can wait. Okay. I can. I'm just wondering, like there are like I mean we looked at the odds yesterday, right? Rice of Foden, maybe I'll give Foden United and Wolves. And I mean look at the fixtures, right? Like United, Wolves, and Spurs. From an attacking point of view, those are 3 really good fixtures. And Foden, for some reason, just loves playing against Manchester United. But yeah, this is the hop on, hop off. Like, actually, I should not get this. I should get the one with the this one. This one gives like the rotation schedule as well. Actually, here we go. This one is a bit more better to look at because you get to see the rotation. Get Rice and set and forget. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, potentially. But is it for Saka or is it for Cunha? But if you look at Arsenal's fixtures right now, where in 22 over here, the thing is they have Forest, then they have Inter Milan, short turnaround. They might actually, there could be early substitutions if the Forest game is pretty comfortable because Inter is a bit of an important game. And then they have a comfortable gap between Man United. After that, these games, they can rotate in Europe as well, right? They are pretty safe in Europe. So that is the wild card. Verbruggen, Dubravka, Gabriel, Timber, Chalaba, Cash, Mukiele, Rice, Rogers, Brunergy, Wilson, Enzo, Haaland, Ekitike, and Calvert Lewin. Calvert Lewin is very interesting. I don't mind Calvert Lewin. You could also go Krupi Jr. from Bournemouth if you want to free up a bit more money in the bank to get Bruno Fernandes instead of Bruno G in Game Week 24. Yeah. That looks like a pretty solid wild card. Matty Cash. Matty Cash, I don't mind because if like Aston Villa's fixtures overall are not too bad. These fixtures like Newcastle, Brentford, Bournemouth, and Brighton from a clean sheet perspective might be a bit tricky. But if you can rotate, then maybe. Wanikwan, hello, how are you doing? Wilson could lose minutes to Afghan players back. But Wilson is the heart of that team. Like I think Wilson is like their one of their main players. So I don't think he'll lose minutes. If anything, I think Fulham might get a bit more better with Iwobi and all when step back. Because like Nigeria got knocked out, right, from Afghan. So Iwobi should be back, right, if I'm not mistaken. I'm captaining Words at the moment. Good choice. Words, ooh, interesting choice. I don't mind it. He's a bit more confident right now. I don't mind it too much. Oh no, Nigeria playing Morocco tomorrow, so they're not yet out of Afghan. They're playing the favorites though for Afghan, so we'll see what happens in that. But it will be available for this week. He'll probably be next week, if anything. Uh, okay, I need to figure out why this audio thing keeps pinging. Chelsea attacker, then a defender. Chelsea get me some. Chelsea got me soon, and I'll see who I want this weekend. Chelsea is the one that I'm thinking. Question is which Chelsea player? That's the only thing. I don't know which Chelsea player to go for. Maybe it's Enzo Fernandez. But yeah, for some, Salem, your wildcard is pretty good. Like, if would I change anything from that? Probably not, because like the midfield is kind of set. The forward line makes sense as well. You have money to get to Bruno Fernandes later as well. Too early for Chelsea pick. Yeah, we could probably give it a week or two. I would like. Andy, what's your thoughts? Like Morgan Rogers against Everton. Everton defensively poor. Obviously, no Michael Keane as well, suspended. Then they're playing Newcastle after that, which is not too bad, and then Brentford as well. What do you think, Morgan Rogers? Am I thinking of it too much, or Cunha for Rice? Better save points in Rice? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I probably just go and get maybe I just go and get Declan Rice, because this guy like one set piece, and yeah, he could do well. All right, while I talk to you guys at the same time, I'm going to try and fix this audio issue because it's a bit annoying now. Because I'm trying to figure out what is happening and I just can't seem to find out what's happening. Keeps like notifying me. Much appreciated, bro, for ranking more alpha. No worries. You're welcome. You're welcome. Don't buy Rogers. It's too 50-50. Delap, Mattes, Mane, Palace forwards to watch. Palace forwards maybe from what are we thinking? Game week. Oops, what happened here? Palace forwards from like once like Sa and everything is like fully back, right? Like Crystal Palace, Sunderland, I think it'll be a slightly like Sunderland and Chelsea. I think it might be slightly tough. Then after that is when I'm thinking the fixtures. Like again from game week 24 is when we're going to like want some of these players like Chelsea players from 24, probably Palace maybe as well. We can think about it. Like even Munoz, but I have Guehi, so I'm happy to keep Guehi at the moment. Maybe Bruno Fernandes from 24. So do I just roll? Is rolling probably the answer for everything? Do I bench Cunha then? Um, Here we go. One second, guys. Roll safe. Yes, under and outside if you can. Oh, but I have Mukiele, and honestly, I don't mind Mukiele. Personally, I think Mukiele is a good option to have because he just gets me minimum 4 points, and that I feel like that is just like a really good option to have personally. Where in the world is this? I can't seem to find it. Roll Rice is nice, but we will want two Gunners defenders soon. So then I probably want like a Timber very soon, right? But right now I can't afford Timber. I mean, I can afford Timber, but if his price goes up, then I can't afford him. That's the thing. So all depends on like his price and everything. Where is this? Okay, never mind. Gabriel Rice Timber are best Gunners picks. Yeah. Oh, is this reactions that's giving me this thing? What if I remove that? Let's see if the audio now comes through. That's again. Gabriel Rice, Timber are the best. Yeah, at the moment, I probably agree. Yes, yes. Saka is not performing. That's the only thing. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know how long I continue to hold him because, like, for the price, he's just not doing it. Saka is not tasty when all AFCON midfielder players come back. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. But we'll have to wait and see. This audio thing is still coming through. So, like, the fix that I did, it probably doesn't make sense. Maybe, I think it might be like a stream elements or streamlabs. All right, now I've hidden. Oh, the audio didn't come through. Oh no, it did. It still did. Never mind. Chat notifications. I'll disable that. Hopefully that fixes it. I don't know. Might not even be Streamlabs. Might be Stream Elements. Hold on, guys. I'm going to quickly try and see if we can find a fix for this. Hmm. No. Can a Leeds defender when AFCON players? Can a Leeds defender cover you for budget? I don't trust Leeds for defense. I prefer Mukiele at the moment. They have a few okay fixtures in main teams. So yeah, that's true. But I prefer like I have Mukiele like he's 4.4 right now, but I have him at 4.2. I'm okay to keep him. Everton versus Villa 1-0 or 2-1. As in 2-1 to Everton. To Aston Villa, right? So that's the thing. That's why I'm like, maybe the thing with Morgan Rogers is he doesn't get DEFCON. He gets it's like either he hauls massively or he gets like a 2-pointer. That's the only problem with Morgan Rogers. That is the only issue. What is this? I don't know where this audio keeps coming from, and I'm seriously unsure. But anyways, oh, actually the audio has stopped for some reason. Huh? Audio has stopped. Maybe I fixed it. Running Kwan says Rufus, Timber, VVD, Chalaba, Nunes, Rice, Rogers, Turkey. Turkey is also a nice play. Wirtz, Haaland, this year. Bench is Raya, Tarkovsky, Garner, and Thiago. Ooh, Thiago on the bench. I probably might start Thiago. Even would I start Thiago over DCL? VVD, Chalaba, Timber, Nunes. That's Matthias Nunes, isn't it? I'd probably bench him and start Thiago. I think Thiago is just on good form. I wouldn't want to bench him. Should I make any change, Captain Watch? I probably would start Thiago. Like Chelsea have been poor defensively. Let me try and get this. I think I figured out the sound issue. So this should no longer happen. Like it was appearing on the podcast as well every time. Hopefully now in the future this will not be an issue, but we'll see. I forgot to sign in. All right, I'll show you guys. Thiago. Save, set and forget points. Yeah. So team attack. Team attack, no. We're talking, yeah, team defense. Here we go. Go Cunha for Rice. Yeah, probably. So now XG conceded, minutes per XG conceded. Arsenal best defense. Look at Chelsea. They've gone down. So I would probably target Chelsea's. Like I would probably start Thiago. Think that's the best. Then you have millions to play with next. Yeah, like how much do I get? Because Declan Rice has gone up in price quite a bit recently, right? How much is Declan Rice right now? He is 7.3. Damn, he went from 6.5 to 7.3. So I'll probably get like a couple extra. So if I sell him, get Declan Rice, I'll be 1.4 to play with, which could allow me to change FIFA as well if needed, or get rid of Foden for Bruno Fernandes as well in like Game Week 24. Game Week 24, I could probably think about Foden to Bruno if I really wanted to. Or even like changing Saka to Bruno. That's a possibility. Maybe I just don't get Bruno. Like even Fulham game, I don't know. Like Fulham have been pretty good against us as well. Fulham, Spurs, I mean 2 back-to-back home games though. We'll see how Carrick sets his team up. Because even Sesko, who's on decent form, could become an option. Like I could probably look at myself going if I wanted even Thiago to Sesko, for example, in 24 instead of Bruno Fernandes. Like how much is Sesko? Sesko is 7.2. Yeah, could do Thiago to Sesko as well if I really wanted to, or even Ekitike to Sesko potentially. But Ekitike, just the fixtures are good, man. Like, okay, the City and Sunderland are not easy, but then after that, the fixtures become good again. Chelsea player for Wilson. I could get rid of Matt Swiffer and get Enzo Fernandez. So, like, if I went Arsenal, right? If I went Declan Rice, for example, I could go and get Enzo Fernandez. Do I have the cash for it? No, I'm 0.1 short. 0.1 short. What a disaster. Check my team, Wilson, if I Enzo Ryan next week. I'm happy with Harry Wilson though. I think Harry Wilson is really good option. I have like even against Brighton Man United. Honestly, I don't know. I'm enjoying owning him. He's like one of my more consistent performers at the moment. So I don't feel like removing him because of that. I'll check it. Do you send it on Instagram? Let's look it up. Let's bring your team up. So this is Andy's team. Yeah, this. Gabriel, Malik Chow, Mukiele, Bruno G, Rice, Saka, Wilson, Bruno, Haaland, Thiago. I mean, it's a very similar team. Kind of have, yeah, but you have Bruno Fernandes and Rice and Saka and Bruno G. You actually have a pretty good midfield, to be honest. Oh, you wildcarded, didn't you? That's why. This is your wildcard team. You went with two playing goalkeepers as well. Two very expensive goalkeepers, Pickford and Rufus. Very expensive. How do you have 3.9 in the bank with two very expensive goalkeepers? Oh, because you have Krupi Jr. Damn. I probably would have never thought of going two expensive goalkeepers. Then I play the market. That's probably true. This one is from Freddy. This is Freddy's team. Bruno, bus one free transfer. Not sure what I'll do. I have money to go Cunha to Bruno. So Freddy has money to go Cunha to Bruno. I don't have money to go Cunha to Bruno. Others I might have considered it, but I kind of need to free up cash to go to Bruno. But Freddy has the cash to go straight from Cunha to Bruno. Virgil, Gabriel, Mukiele, Raya, Rice, Foden, Cunha, Bruno G, Saboslai, Haaland, Ekitike. Triple Liverpool against Burnley. Well played. O'Reilly, Dogu, Marku, and Dubravka. I'm in a situation where next week to go to Enzo or Delap or both next week. Well, we'll have to wait and see depending on how they perform, right? Against Arsenal and Brentford. We'll see how they do and then kind of make a decision. Having said that, Freddie was thinking of a wild card and he mentions it in the chat as well. And this was one of the potential wildcard drafts. Rare, and now this is obviously for Hossam as well, who is on his wildcard. This is like a potential Game Week 24 wildcard. Should I look into making wildcard videos? Andy has already replayed his wildcard. Maybe I'll probably start making wildcard videos because it seems like people are thinking about it. Rhea, Chalaba, Gabriel, Mukiele, Senesi, Rice, Bruno Fernandes, Palmer, Rogers, Haaland, Delap, Krupi, Munoz, Garner, Dubravka. I mean, can't blame it. Anything really, if you didn't want Rhea, you just go for like a cheaper goalkeeper and use that cash in the bank if needed. But I mean, it looks good. The interesting thing will be Semenyo. I think Semenyo will be a very interesting option to see if we can get consistent minutes. So far, Semenyo has had in the 2 games he's played. What is he had? 2 goals and 1 assist for Manchester City so far. Yeah, scored in the game against Newcastle at the opener. So 2 games and 1 assist played on the right here. I mean, Doku's been okay so far, but like, what do we think? Do we think Semenyo could become an option this Premier League season? I don't think, I think he's still probably going to play the way he's been playing at Bournemouth in City as well, because it might take some time for him to adapt to the Pep style system. And until then, he might actually be pretty good. Want to watch Tavernier, KBJ, Delap, Ahmad, Semenyo. Yes, yeah. Tiger, how are you doing? Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. Also, I should mention this. Ian is not here. If Ian was here, I would have mentioned it as well. This is probably for those of you who probably mention it again when Ian is back. But I was in Singapore recently. And I'm going to take this moment to actually support a friend who has a tea shop in Singapore. And basically, he told me to like, I've got like a teacup, so definitely go and check because it was actually a pretty good tea. They call it Chasing in Singapore in Orchard. If you're going past Singapore, anyone, and you want some bubble tea, go have a look. They're also actually pretty affordable, to be honest. Compared to even Australian standards, they're way more affordable. And even compared to Singaporean standards, they're pretty affordable as well. It was like $3 Singaporean for a tea for this size, $3 Singaporean, which was actually pretty good, I would say. Usually you'll see them at like 4.5 to 5. Comb, welcome. And bubble tea, yes, bubble tea. Yes. It's a bubble tea shop. I'm more of a black tea person because obviously Sri Lanka and everything. I'm more of a black tea person, but I actually enjoyed the tea as well. But yeah, definitely for anyone who's going past Singapore, it's in Orchard, Orchard Road. There is a mall called Scape. It's called Scape in Orchard, and as soon as you enter the mall, they're right in front. But yeah, thought I will mention it for those of you in chat as well. Point one out. So Comb is point one out from doing Saka and Malik Thiaw to Bruno G and Timber. So I'll wait until next week and use the 3 free transfers. There's no need to take a -4. Yeah, there's no reason to take a -4 this week. Actually, no reason. I've seen a lot of people. Well, I'm on the okay. Here, Comb. This is a question to you, since you're the Harry Wilson fan. What do you think about? I mean, you're the Fulham fan. I'm willing to keep Harry Wilson for longer. What do you think prospects in terms of fixtures and minutes and everything? And I'm at this moment, I'm benching Cunha. Honestly, I could roll and make it 3 free transfers next week. The thing is, if I'm gonna roll, I might as well start Cunha, probably over Guehi even, and hope for the best. If I am, if I'm bench, like if I'm not gonna sell Cunha, that is. So I don't know. I'm kind of uncertain what exactly to do. Aha, we got Tiger's team as well. This is Tiger's team. I think Tiger's in the chat. Rice is a buy as soon as you can. Yes. I mean, if I'm going to buy, probably Forest is the fixture, right? If I don't buy Forest, I'm very unlikely to buy against United. And then it'll be against Leeds after that. However, where was that fixture ticker? So obviously Forest this week. Then they have Inter Milan in the Champions League. And then Man United. There's like plenty of days rest between Inter and Man United. And I don't think he'll be playing this European game. Keep him under Silva, gives him a rest, would be my opinion. Fair. So yeah, I think Declan Rice. If I'm making a move, I do even like Cunha to Rice this week potentially. We'll see. But this is Tiger's team. Tiger has Petrovic, Tarkowski, Timber, Chalaba, Virgil, Bruno G, Yanalt, Garner, Raul, Thiago, Haaland, Raul Jimenez as the captain. Very interesting option there. Tiger. Any free transfers left, Tiger? Feels like this team is in a slow need of a wild card. In terms of like goalkeeper, Petrovic probably has got to go, but for now it's okay. Definitely need Gabriel in this team, Tiger. You're the Arsenal fan. You need Gabriel in this team. I think after Virgil plays Burnley, I think you probably sell Van Dijk to get Gabriel in. It's probably what I would do. Like after the Burnley game, I think you sell Van Dijk to get Gabriel. Oh, yeah, against United at home as well for Arsenal. Saka for Forest is a better punt than this Rob? Who exactly? Foden could be a sell. Look how many players for that number 10 at Man City now. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it is crazy. They have a lot of options. Shall I play a wildcard? Shall I play a wildcard? How many free transfers do you have, Andy? I mean, Tiger. How many free transfers do you have? I'm just looking at this. I think like it's okay for this week. Ideally, you'd want to get Gabriel in later. Depending on how many free transfers you have. I mean, honestly, I don't mind starting Semenyo as well. I don't mind starting Semenyo over Yanelt and like even starting or even over James Garner. I don't mind starting Semenyo personally. Wildcard next week, Tiger says Andy. Yeah, I got Bruno G. No more transfers. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I probably don't mind starting Semenyo since you have him. He might, even if he doesn't start, he'll come off the bench. He's been on good form at City, so I don't see any reason why he won't get a decent number of minutes in the derby. So I might start him over like probably over probably over Yanalt, more likely. How did you end up with Yanalt? Has Yanalt been on form? I mean, Brentford have been on form. Eh, not too bad actually in terms of points returns. James Garner or Yanalt? I probably lean towards like Garner, right? Potentially. Aston Villa, set pieces. Hard to say. If Cunha, try not to bench him too. Yeah. Depends on your rest of your defenders as well. Best goalkeeper options. I want to move out Raya to free up an Arsenal spot. Best goalkeeper options. I mean, Rufus is pretty good for points. Just purely based on points, I think Rufus is not too bad. Otherwise, it might even be Sanchez, from Chelsea. Like, he's been pretty solid. He's not been too bad for Chelsea. He's probably a better defensive pick at the moment because he's going to play at least like for the next 6 game weeks. Sanchez is good. Your other options may include. So I mentioned Rufus, Sanchez. I think Brighton's turn is slightly going off. Otherwise, I would have said Verbruggen earlier, but no. Anyone else, guys, that you have in terms of goalkeepers? I think that's probably it, those two at the moment. Or did you have Rufus? Then start Rufus if you have him. Or you have Rhea as well. If you have Rufus and Rhea, I would just move Rhea to the Dubravka spot. Keller is popular. Yes, but Brentford's fixtures are now gone off. Like the good fixtures are finished. Like they had a good run. Brentford had a really good run of fixtures and they did well. But now that run is kind of over. I'd probably go down to Dubravka if you really want to free up funds and just keep Rufus as your first choice goalkeeper. If you really wanted, then I think the other option is probably Sanchez for like the next 6 game weeks. And then does he rotate well with Rufus? Arsenal, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Leeds doesn't really rotate well with Rufus. They both have tough fixtures almost at similar times. I think you're probably looking at Newcastle, Sunderland, Everton, Liverpool. Probably look. I mean, Kelleher. Now that we think about it, Kelleher with Rufus. It's hard to get. I need to go to like this thing. Chelsea goalkeeper. Yeah, I think Chelsea goalkeeper might be Sanchez. Sanchez might be the one. Let me see if I can get a rotation pairing. Oh, that clicked. How do I remove all of these things? So let's say I want to remove this, remove them. I don't trust Petrovic. He's been pretty poor this season. Problem, yeah, probably Leeds, yes. Liverpool, yes. City, yes. United, yes. Newcastle, yeah, probably. Forest, keep. Sunderland, keep. West Ham, remove. Wolves, remove. So these are the teams, maybe. If you have Rufus already, the person who rotates well with that. So when he has Arsenal, is Chelsea Sanchez. When he has Liverpool, Leeds. When Chelsea have Arsenal, Sunderland have Bournemouth. Tough one there. Chelsea have Man City, Sunderland have Spurs. That's not too bad, to be honest. Um, maybe Chelsea. I think Chelsea goalkeeper is the more likely option. Your other, yeah, probably. Thanks, guys. Though some say Sanchez could get dropped by new manager because of playing style. To who though? Like they don't have an like. Okay, their other goalkeeper, if I'm not mistaken, is Jorgensen, and he's pretty bad. He's pretty bad. I don't think he's getting dropped for Jorgensen unless they go and buy another keeper. Burnley goalkeeper. I mean, Burnley goalkeeper could be an option purely due to the fact that he's cheap. So, like when Rufus has Arsenal, Burnley have West Ham. When Rufus has Liverpool, Burnley have Crystal Palace. When he has Bournemouth, Burnley have Brentford, so it's not too bad. When he has Newcastle, Burnley have Fulham. It's not overall, it's not too bad. You could go Burnley goalkeeper. Martinez, the only reason I didn't mention Martinez is because he's injured. I think he was injured. He went off at halftime, right, or something. Like the Martinez has, I think Martinez this season for some reason has injury concerns. So I'd be a bit careful with Martinez because of that. You just can't trust his fitness at the moment. Seems like he's getting injured a bit more often than what I would have expected a goalkeeper to kind of get, like in terms of fitness. Ahmad is one to watch. He's very exciting. Ahmad is a question mark, especially if United play a back four. Minutes for Ahmad is a huge question mark because I don't know. He's one of the players who probably get affected by Manchester United now no longer playing a back three system because now he can't play a wing back. Now he has to compete with Mbuemo for that right wing spot. So we'll have to wait and see. He's carrying a long knock. Yes, injury problem. Yeah, that's the thing. So that's why I didn't mention Martinez. So like your goalkeepers are probably from these teams. Pickford, Forrest. Was it John? Andy has John, right? Or he had John. Now he is wildcarded. So, but like Forrest, Sells wasn't goalkeeper, right? Unless Sells has got back his position. The game against Wrexham, Sells was in goal, and they lost to Wrexham. The one against West Ham, Sells was in goal. Okay, so Sells is back. But fixtures don't look overall great. First time Delap played 90. We'll see what happens in the Arsenal game. Forrest are in trouble. Yeah, so you probably get rid of Forrest as well. So you're left with goalkeeper choices from some of these teams. Chelsea goalkeeper is the one that stands out. With AFCON boys back now, is there a chance that Cunha could miss out? Bruno could be the 10 and Sesko start up top, meaning it may be either Ahmad or Cunha for the left attacking spot. Maybe. The only thing is both Ahmad doesn't really do that well in the left spot. And at the same time, Wemo also doesn't necessarily do that well at the left side spot. But I can see both of them, if needed, being deployed. One of them being deployed at the left and one in the right if Cunha is not performing. Which is why I'm a bit more like, okay, I probably should get rid of Cunha. I don't know. That's another reason why I'm like thinking maybe I should remove him. I don't know. It's hard to say. What was his results again? He didn't play the derby last time, Cunha. He wasn't available for the derby, so he missed out the derby. So this will be the first time he's playing a Manchester derby as well. Why did he miss out? Did he get a red card in this previous game? No. How did he miss out? Was he injured? I think he was injured, right? Yeah, he picked up an injury again for the ahead of the derby. So he missed out on that and came back for the Chelsea game. So this will be his first Manchester derby as well. So we'll have to wait and see how he does in this one. New manager at Chelsea was the one that scouted Delap as a kid. He likes the forward to hang off the last defender and doesn't like forward the drop back Joe Pedro. Delap is a big one to watch. So positive signs about Liam Delap. So the plan is to wait and see how Chelsea play then in the next 2 to 3 games. Before thinking of Liam Delap, 6.2, not a bad like. So then that's basically like game week 24 is when you'd want Liam Delap then, if that's going to be the case. Rosnier was manager at Hull when Delap was on loan there. Fair enough. That makes sense. So many question marks on Chelsea. We'll see. Maybe we'll get answers in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so I think those are the teams from you guys. Anyone else with any team related questions? If not, I think we will call it a day there. We'll see how Chelsea and Arsenal play. And then we'll be live for the Game Week 22 deadline stream, which is 2200 here. That is 10 o'clock, which means for me, the deadline stream will be at about 8 p.m. 8 p.m. UK. So that will be for you guys. For those of you in the UK, that'll be at 9 o'clock in the morning. Those of you Singapore, Malaysia at around 5 o'clock. And for India at around 2:30. And for those of you in the Eastern Coast, it's around 5 o'clock in the morning, I think. Deadline stream start. Don't get answers for Chelsea if you wait. Don't think Palmer's a buy because of how much it cost. Yep. Fair. Cool. See you guys then. Yes. All right. So I'll see you all for the deadline stream. Make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Until then, peace out. Shout out to Andy, Combe, Rob, Tiger, who else? DJ Admin, Freddy, Wanikwan, Hossam, who's on the wildcard. Best of luck for your wildcard. Who else? Did I miss anyone? No, I don't think so. Tin as well. Thank you very much. And anyone else who's watching in the background, shout out to you legends as well. Don't forget, if you are in Singapore, check out Chasin Tea in Singapore if you're going and visiting. Supporting a friend. I am not sponsored to say that, but I'm just supporting a friend here. So, did you look at the Mrs. team? Oh, no, I didn't. Did you send it over? I'll have a look. Aha. Okay, I'll bring the Mrs. team up as well, and then we'll end it. So, this is Tiger's Mrs. team. Hit like and subscribe. Yes, indeed. Hit the like and subscribe. This is the Mrs. team. We've got Dubravka, Gabriel, Tarkovsky, Guehi, Bruno G, Gravenberg, Foden, Wilson, Walter Thiago, Haaland, Cunha, O'Reilly, Dart. Tiger, for some reason, your Mrs. team, she's more. The only issue that she's going to have is Walter. The only thing with Walter, the thing is, it's the Wolves game. So you kind of want him for the Wolves game. The only problem is, I don't know whether he's going to start. I have no idea whether he's going to start or not. That's the only issue because of visa as well. But at the same time, I wouldn't be going and selling as well. I probably give him the Wolves game unless she wants to go and get Ekitike in. But even Ekitike, I think Ekitike might start. Although I think Ekitike might get like 60 to 70 minutes only. But this looks like a pretty good team. Yeah, decent team, right? Yeah, I actually think this is pretty decent. Anyways, Gravenberg is not too bad. Can probably get Declan Rice, like Andy says, instead of Gravenberg. But it's the Burnley game. Yep. Swap keepers. Oh, yes. Please swap keepers. Start Verbruggen this week over to Pravka. I think it was the same keepers of last week. So swap the keepers. Could probably think of Ekitike if she wants to, but yeah. She's got 2 transfers. Oh. So swap the keepers. Start Verbruggen. Um, I mean, I don't mind giving Gravenberg against Burnley. Never know what to get. It's just Walter Mada. Will he start? Won't he start? I don't know. Sell Dalot? Yes. Question is to can she afford a timber? If you can sell Dalot to timber, maybe Dalot to timber or Dalot to which defender? Arsenal defense. Again, this goes back to the goalkeeper conversation. Munoz could become an option. Chelsea defense could become an option. I think Dalot, you can maybe wait. Don't sell Dalot just yet. We just want to know which defender to sell to before selling Dalot. So yeah, I mean, she can probably roll the transfer this week, save the transfer this week, just swap the keepers and start the rest of the teams and roll the transfer. Save transfers only because Dalot is on the bench this week. Yeah, exactly. Becky, welcome. Just before we're about to end, Becky's here, but we'll look at Becky's team. Gonna roll the transfer and having to start in and benching headaches after last week's trauma. Ooh, how bad was last week? Let's have a look, shall we? Becky, 67 points. Henderson, Gabriel, O'Brien. Oh, look at that bench. Malik Chow, Saka, Bruno, Rice, Rogers, Wilson, Haaland, Thiago. Rolling the transfer as well. Probably start Matty Cash this week against Everton. Start Matty Cash over O'Brien. Lacroix. To start Lacroix, I don't know about Lacroix. However, Calvert Lewin, I might. Question is, who do you start Calvert Lewin over? Surely you don't start Calvert Lewin over Thiago, right? Thiago's been in some decent form. I can't really say to bench either Saka or Rice, can I? Because you start Bruno G because it's against Wolves. You start Rogers against Everton because Everton have no what do you call? And no Michael Keane. Defensively they're a bit more suspect. Wilson is playing Leeds, so you get something. Calvert Lewin is playing Fulham, might get something as well. Probably still you bench Calvert Lewin though, funnily enough. But I think maybe you start Matty Cash over O'Brien. That's the only thing I can think of. Mane or JKP? Who's JKP? It's minutes versus attacking team points. Who would anyone go for? Mane plays for Wolves though. That's the thing. I mean, he's been getting returns, but the fixtures for Wolves for the next set look a bit more trickier. Oh, KPJ. Okay, I probably lean towards KPJ, Krupi Junior. Probably lean towards Krupi Junior because Bournemouth's fixtures are better than Wolves. Purely down to that reason. But yeah, Becky, the only thing I can think of is probably starting Matty Cash or O'Brien. That's the only thing. The Bournemouth forward scores bangers. He does. He's a very exciting talent. So yeah, that is the leagues. I had the same thought too. The fixture's not great for bench boost either. Bournemouth, Sunderland, Fulham, and this would be Aston Villa. Mm, could potentially you could get a better set of fixtures elsewhere. Potentially. I mean, if you were bench boosting, ideally last week might have been a week to bench boost, but it is what it is. So yeah. All right. We'll stop it with Becky's team as well. So, content plan for the rest of the week is obviously deadline stream this week on the Saturday. I'll probably look into making a wildcard game week 22 video for those of you who are thinking about wildcards. I think I'll continue making wildcard videos now till probably the rest of the season, probably. Because it seems like there are people who are looking to wildcard like every week. So I might make a wildcard video as well. That's basically it. Those are the two stuff to come. So yeah. Shout out to everyone else that I mentioned earlier, and shout out to Becky as well now. As well. I will see you all on Saturday for the live stream. We'll be live 2 hours, 2.5 hours, either one of those two before the deadline stream. So make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll do a wildcard next week. Okay. So I'll continue to make wildcard videos. So whenever anyone else wildcarding, it probably helps in that week. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you haven't checked out the podcast, do check it out. It's on YouTube already. It's also on any audio platforms. If you just like listening to it on the background, it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. It's available on those three platforms. If you want to listen to on the background while doing some work, that's also possible. It's already up there. So thank you all for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I will see you all on Saturday for the deadline stream. Until then, peace out, everyone. See ya.